Mr. Keeler.
And Monaski, back from vacation. Good morning.
It feels so good to be back.
The sarcasm in your voice.
Well, I'll tell you what. I've got to be honest. I really get sick of vacation about 2 days in. So
it is interesting how you go to you get in vacation and then you have that that feel like, okay, this was good, but
yeah,
time to get back to some sort of routine, right?
Yeah. I'll be honest. We went to Myrtle Beach, and I was just
hot,
dreading the ride home.
Yeah.
I just hate that. It was, with the baby too.
Oh, you drove to Myrtle Beach?
Yeah, that's the thing. I wish I was trying to convince my wife, like we should fly down. But then there was 5 of us who went, plus the baby. So
and the flights out of Syracuse are like $55. It's really inexpensive out of Syracuse.
I thought they were $150, but for $50, I mean.
56, I think, is the current rate out of Syracuse.
So the ride home was like, on the way down, we had a wedding in West Virginia, so it broke up the trip. We spent the night there, and so it was 7 hours and 7 hours. But then on the way home, what is like a 12-and-a-half-hour car ride, was like 16-and-a-half with the baby, because you got to stop and change him, and he wants to crawl, and so that was interesting. But a couple of milestones, if I could just point out something that's very important to me but insignificant to anybody else. He's crawling now like a dog, like an animal. He's quick. He's everywhere. He's in everything.
Be careful near the gorilla cages. That's all I can tell you, because it can get crazy.
So the other thing is, he said, I was feeding him on Monday or Tuesday, and we have these little pouches. It's like fruit and vegetables combined. So, but like, he's eating some salad stuff. He goes through these yogurts and stuff like that.
Enough of that.
So he's banging on the counter, yelling, "More, more, more!" So and over the week, he did say "mama." He said "mama" several times. He's in a walker now, and he's like running around, crashing into everything. The other thing is, you lose sight of how much kids mimic what they see.
Mm-hmm.
So his new thing now is he'll shake his head no, and then he'll wait for you to do it. And then once you shake your head no, he laughs hysterically and does it again. He thinks it's a game, like we just shake our heads no. It's the greatest thing, though.
Welcome to American politics. We just shake our heads no. He's already a voter and a politician combined. So, pretty awesome, huh?
It is. It's the greatest thing.
And Christine, good morning. How about the bump out of the convention with Donald Trump? Polling right now has Trump in the lead in nationwide polls, up by 5%. 100% of the people inside the Jim Zecca household are doing cartwheels this morning. So there are the numbers that we have for you. Those are official numbers. And then, of course, you thought the email scandal was all that was trouble for Hillary Clinton. Debbie Wasserman is stepping down from the Democratic committee because of emails that were put out. WikiLeaks released a whole bunch of emails, and big surprise, I don't see much of a surprise here, but the Democratic National Committee was working against Bernie Sanders. Well, anybody surprised by that?
I'm not, but it makes official. I'm sorry, Christine.
It makes it official.
What Trump had said, although he was talking about the Republican Party, the system is rigged.
Yeah, what do you think about it, Christine? Well, it's happening, and you know what's interesting too about all of this, and I see with the on the Donald Trump side, the protest vote, the anarchists are now in the establishment. When you think about it, those that are the and many of those non-normal voters, they're in the majority now. They have their candidate, but on the Democrat side, the anarchists, the protest vote, they're actually on the outside looking in. And that could make for, there were over 1,000 people protesting in Philadelphia over the weekend, last night, before the convention gets underway this week. So it could be a messy convention for the establishment candidate, and that would be Hillary Clinton. Sure. Yeah, and at the end of the day, though, I got to tell you, can you blame the Democrats though for resisting Bernie Sanders, who's not really a Democrat? He's an independent, and really has proclaimed himself to be something much different than a Democrat. So I don't think it surprises me that they all were like, we can't have him as our candidate. He just can't be the candidate. But I'm not sure they maybe should have been saying that about Hillary, too. Her number, 68% in this recent poll. 68% of the people polled say that she is not trustworthy. I mean, that's a pretty big number. I mean, Trump's number is high, but Hillary's, that trustworthy number is, or I guess the word, it's not just trustworthy, it's about honesty. And that's a high number going into the convention.
Yeah, it absolutely is. And you're right. The point you make about Sanders is correct. I feel like the Republican Party would react the same way if Sanders was running.
They did, but they lost.
Well, that's true.
Think about it. They reacted that way to Donald Trump, but
that's true.
But they lost. On the Democrat side, the establishment won, and now they've got to face these Bernie Sanders anarchists who are ready to cause trouble in Philadelphia. This could be, all the attention on the Republican convention. Boy, there could be protests. There could be trouble. I think Christine's right. We're going to see that in Philadelphia.
And I read this story last week, and I'm still kind of puzzled by it. The Black Lives Matter movement, the local organizer in Philadelphia said, and again, I would say Black Lives Matter is supported more by Democrats than Republicans, and they align politically more with Democrats and Republicans. He said last week, our goal is to shut down the city of Philadelphia. We're going to protest.
Wow.
What we want to do is shut the city down. I could see that if they were protesting outside of the GOP convention, but not the Democratic convention. I just thought that was interesting.
Here is Tanya Powers. Good morning, Tanya.
Good morning.
And in Philadelphia. So, what do you think? All the controversy now is rising here this morning in Philadelphia.
Oh yeah, there's a lot going on. Matter of fact, we expect a lot of protests this week. From Trump supporters, from Sanders supporters. I mean, Philadelphia has already estimated between 35,000 and 50,000 people will demonstrate across the city each day. Activists have actually put that number higher. They say it's going to be 100,000, which, as you were saying, shutting down the city of Philadelphia, if you got that many people in the streets, it's definitely going to cause some problems.
Yeah. How about this WikiLeaks? These emails? Wasserman stepping down. Donna Brazil will be taking over her position. She's warning, be ready because more emails are probably on the way.
Yeah, and that was one of the things yesterday. We were all kind of looking forward to a nice little get settled in kind of day, and then we're about 2 minutes before one of my newscasts hits. It was like, oh, by the way, here's this announcement from Debbie Wasserman Schultz. The day before the DNC gets started. So it was quite stunning yesterday when all of it came out. And like you said, I don't think we've seen the last of all of that.
No. And then polling coming out after the Republican convention. Donald Trump is up by, I think it's 4 points in the national poll. That everybody should get a bump right out of their convention. But I'm not sure everybody thought Donald Trump would get that bump.
Yeah, well, one would hope. If you're going to get one, that would you'd certainly look for the week of your convention to help you out. Party unity is really what the DNC is. The Democrats are hoping for this week. Matter of fact, I think the theme today is United Together, which is interesting because the speakers tonight Bernie Sanders has got that coveted last spot in the speaking schedule tonight. I think a lot of people are going to be looking to see what he says and if he can get his supporters to rally behind Hillary Clinton.
Yeah. All right, Tanya J. Powers, Fox News, thanks so much. We'll be talking to you all week long from the Democratic National Convention. Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, Christine with an update right now from